Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more Boston Celtics news to talk about, with them actually having interest in another big name center in the NBA. This time actually reportedly being Myles Turner. We've had a couple of big name centers that they've reportedly been interested in, like LaMarcus Aldridge is straight away one of the main ones that comes up. And yeah, there's many more. Obviously, I think some people were saying they should go after Drummond, and yeah, there's so much more. Tristan Thompson as well. This time, yeah, Myles Turner looks to be the one that they could be interested in. And in my opinion, I still don't see why the Pacers haven't looked to potentially make a move that has Myles Turner in it. Because there's just based on the thing that, yes, Myles Turner is probably a better shooter than what Domantas Sabonis is. But Domantas Sabonis has been very good just in the paint this year, just going around. He's like dropping 20 points a game or something like that. And you notice that when the Pacers are at their best is when they don't have the double center lineup on their team. I just can't see a situation where Sabonis is playing power forward anymore and Turner playing center. I just don't like it. And I think if you're a Pacers fan, I think they need to accept the fact that, yeah, their team is better off with the spacing, and it's just not working. I heard there was interest that the Hawks were interested in Myles Turner and all of that type of stuff. And so far, he's been staggering around these type of points for a couple of years now, where this year he's averaging 12.1 points, the previous year he was averaging 13.3, and the previous year before that he was 12.7. He seems to be staggering around, and I don't know if he's going to be necessarily able to improve his points per game that much. Obviously, he's still only 23. He's still very young, but you got Sabonis, who's averaging 19, who's the same age as him, who's averaging 19 points and 13 rebounds, and some might even say he's a better defender. I don't know if that is pushing it too much. I'd say they're probably equal at this point or something like that. I don't know. They're pretty good defenders, but if I was the Boston Celtics, I would definitely be looking into Myles Turner right now, or even Sabonis. So I think if I was the Celtics, I'd be asking them to make a decision. Obviously, yeah, Turner's only averaging 6.3 rebounds per game, but he's doing that with Sabonis in his team. I feel like if he were to be traded to the Celtics, he would average about maybe even 10 or potentially something like that. And obviously, yeah, he would most likely get a lot better in that regard, and maybe might even score a little bit more. And yeah, this is actually being reported by Grant Asseth. I think that's how you say it. I think that, yeah, it would be obviously extremely good, especially if you're a Celtics fan. They have some trade pieces. I think they would have trade pieces that the Indiana Pacers might be looking into. Obviously, they've got Jason Tatum, who's playing at the 4 this year. They definitely need just a rebounder on their team. Obviously, Enes Kanter, I think, would be better coming off the bench, which he actually has been throughout this year. I don't even know who's been starting at center. I think it's been Daniel Tice who's been starting at center. And yeah, he's started 13 games. I think that, yeah, Myles Turner would be a way bigger upgrade. He's on a lot of a friendlier contract, and I feel like, you see all these situations where they want all these players. They're going to have to trade Hayward or maybe even Jaylen Brown just to make up for, the contract situation. Well, I feel like with this, though, they could probably trade for him and get away with going over the salary quite a bit. And, yeah, maybe the players they would have to trade, I would presume it'd probably be like maybe 2 first-round picks, Carson Edwards, maybe Robert Williams, and maybe another young player for potentially, Myles Turner, and maybe another other player here, like maybe Doug McDermott or something like that, who I'm pretty sure they'd be quite keen to try and keep. But yeah, I feel like that could be a trade that we could eventually see go down. And yeah, obviously, I'm going to compare Myles Turner's stats to Daniel Tice, and it's just a massive upgrade on everything, really, with both the individuals. And yeah, obviously, I think it wouldn't be exactly too hard to trade for Turner anymore, but I feel like the Hawks are still in the front row to try and trade for him. Let's compare their stats now. Myles Turner plays 30 minutes a game. Daniel Tice plays 23. You got Myles Turner, who's playing elite defense, obviously way better defense than Daniel Tice. He's averaging 12 points per game, which I would imagine would go up to maybe like 14 if he were to be at the Celtics. And then you got Daniel Tice, who's averaging about 7. And then you got Myles Turner, who's averaging about 6.3 rebounds per game, which again, I feel like would go to about 8 or 9 on the Celtics. And then you got Tyus, who's averaging 7.4 rebounds per game, which is actually a surprise. Did not think Tyus would be winning in that battle. And then you got Tyus, who's actually 2 from 13 on the three-point line this year. He's about 15% from 3. That is pretty shocking. And Myles Turner, who I feel like is probably an average to below average three-point shooter, is actually having an incredible season from 3 this year. I don't know if he's improved or not, because I'm pretty sure at the start of the year he wasn't actually doing good from 3, but it looks like he is now. He's actually averaging 45% from 3, 17 of 37. So that's pretty crazy to think about, that he's actually doing extremely well from 3. And yeah, something to definitely think about. And yeah, if you're a Celtics fan, I would definitely way rather Myles Turner on the team. And if they have to trade Tyus, I guess pretty much so be it. I don't think they will have to, but I feel like Tyus is obviously, he could even play that power forward role a little bit too. But with that spacing and the three-point shooting, probably not too much anymore, but I don't really know how it's going to go. To be honest, I still feel like Myles Turner is not going to get traded, as I feel like the Pacers are still very keen on trying to keep him. And then just based on the fact that I feel like if the Hawks tried to trade for him, they would be able to offer a way better deal that would suit the Pacers so much more. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for all the latest NBA content and NBA news. Don't forget to comment in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts and opinions on this? Do you guys think the Pacers should trade Turner to the Celtics? Do you guys think the Celtics should trade for Myles Turner? I definitely would really like to know your thoughts and opinions down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/vlogging channels. Links for them are also in the description down below. So make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.